Hey guys, Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with mail day number 7. Nothing crazy here, nothing special, just a few cards that I picked up in the PWCC Weekly Auction number 8. I try to keep these under 10 minutes if you haven't seen these before. I'm keeping them all in a playlist, so if you want to go back and look at past mail days, you can. This is just to keep you guys abreast of the types of cards that I like to buy. Some of these are for investment purposes. The majority of them probably are for collection purposes. This one, however, I'm looking at the list, is probably mostly for investment purposes, just little knickknacks that I picked up. I like to dumpster dive in the PWCC Weekly Auctions. I look for Jordans and LeBrons, either in low grade or PSA 10s under comps, and then I throw a big cast net, and at the end on Sunday evening I like to take a look, and Monday morning I like to wake up and take a look at and see what my big fishing net caught. And so here's a couple minnows, nothing crazy in here, but hope you guys enjoy. As always, I'm pulling it up on my PWCC vault with a link that I've created. Card number 1 is super recognizable for those of you who have watched my Explore the Card episodes, which come out every Friday. If you're not a subscriber and you're not aware of those, first subscribe, and secondly, go binge watch those Explore the Card episodes if you have any interest whatsoever in collecting Michael Jordan cards from the 90s. We've got the 92 Stadium Club Beam Team, one of Jordan's best early year inserts. You can see Danny Ainge just off his right hip, but this is a PSA 9 copy. This is a card that I already own in PSA 10 condition. I also own the members only, and I think in 9.5 condition. I wanted to scoop it up at below comps. I would not have bought this card if it was at or above comps. Here's my purchase price of $480 on Card Ladder. As you can see, this is the last 1 month worth of sales. It's not a low pop card. It's a $779, but the demand for this Beam Team insert is so high because A, it's affordable, B, it's actually pack pullable. It's not crazy insanely rare, and so new Jordan collectors oftentimes start with the Scoring Kings, start with the Beam Team, and cards like that from Jordan's early years. And so this is a PSA 9 copy, which I'm happy to have. The PSA 10 is a little bit more rare. It's still under 100. So I picked up the PSA 9 copy here, as you can see, for $480. I think that's crazy low. If you look at the last month, you can see $600, $555, $549, $496, $550, $540, and $550. So I've got the lowest purchase price out of the last 11. For me, that's a win. This, again, I've got the card in a higher grade in my collection. So really, this card is just about an investment piece. It's pretty good centering for a PSA 9. A little bit of white on this corner up here, if you guys can scroll in and see it right there. But a really clean looking copy and a pretty well centered PSA 9, if you ask me. Anyway, card number 2 on our list is a super baby Jordan insert. Okay, so this is the 1996 Tops Profiles PF3. So just a neat little Jordan card. I'm not sure why David Robinson was doing profiles on players, but for whatever the purpose, he did. So this is just kind of like David Robinson's thoughts on the back, and they do it for Jordan and Shaq and a few other players. But this is the Jordan card. It's in PSA 8. I haven't told anybody this, but I've decided to start amassing. It's real hard to collect all of the great 90s Jordan cards in PSA 10 condition. It's just really expensive. Some of them are really hard to find, and some of them barely even exist. And so what I've decided to do is create a little army, a PSA 8 army, where I can scoop up little tiny Jordan insert cards from the 90s at super low prices. So as you can see up here, where am I? I'm right here. I paid $30 out the door for this card. For those of you who don't know, it's $60 to grade with PSA now for the cheapest cards in the world if you win the lottery thing and you get into the economy event. So for me to pick up any Jordan cards, even, I'm not going to pick up anything lower than an 8, but I want to start a nice, cool little PSA 8 collection. I think this is a really fun movement where I'll pick up 2 or 3 a week. I'm never paying $100 for these little guys. But they're cool cards, and they have meaning, and they have purpose, and I don't know. I just like collecting Jordan cards. So this is a little munchkin that I picked up. It's a PSA 8 for $30. If we go back and look, as you can see, 37, 34, 32, 38, 49. Oh, that's Shaq. Somebody got one for 15. Congrats, that's amazing. And then the one before that was 50. So I'm happy with $30. That's not a lot of money, to be quite honest with you. So happy to pick that one up. And so next on the list, another little munchkin. It is a 1992 Tops Gold PSA 8. I don't have this card in PSA 10 condition yet, so this is kind of like a little placeholder. Looks really, really good centering for a PSA 8. This is probably somebody who submitted this and was really pissed off that it came back in 8. But that looks like fantastic centering on a card where it's impossible to hide bad centering. It certainly doesn't look like 8 centering, so maybe there's a defect or an error on the back of the card or something. The back even looks well centered. So again, PSA has gotten super strict, super harsh. But anyway, that's card number 3 on our mail day here. It's the Tops Gold Parallel. So there's obviously the 1992 Tops, and then for those of you not familiar, there's a Gold Parallel. I think it was 1 per pack. Don't quote me on that. I don't know that for sure. But lucky enough to grab this little Munchkin PSA 8 condition. I got mine for $22.80, and that's right on the number. 1878, 20, 20, 23, 12, 17, 20, 16, 27, 23. So whatever, right on the number. I think Tops Gold's really cool looking. I really like the look of that card with the gold label down here at the bottom. So I picked that one up as just a little dumpster dive in the PWCC Weekly Auction number 8. Next on the list, a little bit bigger card, right? It is a PSA 8. I own this card in a PSA 10 copy. So this is purely for an investment purpose. I would not have picked this card up if I didn't think I got it for below comps. And like I said, I threw a big fishing net out there. I wanted to see what I picked up, even if it was a PSA 8 or 9 copy of a certain card. This is a really recognizable Jordan insert from the 90s. It's the 1997 Metal Universe, which is a top 5 set of all time, in my opinion. This is the Planet Metal insert. There is another Planet Metal that's die cut from the next year in 98, but this is the 97. It's pop 150 in a PSA 8. As you know, the PSA 10s are pop 43, so super low pop. PSA 9s 125, PSA 8s 174. So about maybe 300 of them out there in the wild from PSA. Oops, sorry. PSA 8, where is it? There it is, pop 150. So about 250, 300 of them out there in the wild. Here's my purchase right here at $660. Really excited about this price. As you can see, over the last 3 months, it's only sold 5 times in PSA 8. 787, 760, 750, and 728. And so to pick it up for $660 out the door and simply have PWCC move it from the auction directly into my vault the next day is a great feeling. So really happy to pick that one up. That's probably the one that I was most excited about in this auction as far as a price standpoint, because I feel like I got it for about 90 to 100 bucks under comps. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just kind of the way I feel about it. And you can see up there in the top right in some of the edges, it's all dark borders on this card on the back, and so that's where you get some of the whitening, right? And so it's not a perfect card, and you shouldn't expect the PSA 8 to be a perfect card. Even PSA 10s aren't perfect, but on the front it looks clean AF. So really happy to pick this one up, and at that price especially. So next on the list, and I think last on the list, last on the list is for those of you who don't know, I've got a little string of LeBron greens going here. I've got the high-end 2012 Prism base green and a couple other inserts in green. But I've got the 2012 base green, the 2013 base green, the 2014 base green, and now I have the 2016 base green as well. And I just picked up the 2019 base green. So I need 2015, 2017, and 2018. And then I'll have that little that string of greens, and I guess I need 2022, but all PSA 10. So I like green, especially early Prism year greens, because people don't know this, but those are actually more scarce than silver. At some point there was a transition. I think maybe around 2016, greens started to be produced at a higher clip than silver. Don't quote me on that exactly, but greens became less in demand and higher pop, whereas back in 2012, greens are significantly lower pop than the silvers are. I think, if I'm not mistaken, greens in 2012 Prism were retail only, and so for that reason they're a little bit more scarce. But happy to pick up this LeBron green Prism. I think I've got it saved up here. Yep. So I paid $108. It's kind of on the number, but it's really all over the place. I felt $100 for a PSA 10 LeBron 2016 green card, which is kind of sort of rare. Isn't a bad price. The last one was $102, so I'm a little bit over that a couple months ago. But then there was a $205, $103, $115, $140, $275, $181, $162, $190, $190, $230. And then now we're going all the way back to 2020 before the boom. But That's a pretty good price if you ask me. I don't know. I'm happy with it. $108 is not a lot to pay. I wouldn't have bought the card at $130 probably, but it was right, in my wheelhouse. I thought it was below comps, and I needed the green from this year because I didn't have it. So this is a collector piece. So this one goes into the PC and doesn't come out. All the other 4 cards that we just looked at, on the list are probably investment cards since I own them. Obviously, these aren't investment cards. These are going to be part of my now PSA 8 Baby Jordan collection. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this mail day. This is mail day number 7. I have been doing a little bit more buying than normal recently, and I've got a few other cards ready to queue up in mail day number 8, a little bit bigger cards. So stay tuned. Hopefully, if you guys are watching my video for the first time, you enjoy it. Not every video is a mail day, I promise you, but hopefully these are a little bit entertaining, short, and educational. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I've got some really great content out there. Go check out my playlist so you can make sure you're watching the videos that you want to watch. I've kind of got them separated for you guys. So if you want to go back and binge watch something, if you're just finding me on YouTube, you can go do that. If you're a Jordan only collector, go click explore the card. If you're ultra modern only, go click those videos that are all about ultra modern investing and flipping. If you're just, NBA history and you want to, listen to me talk and argue and complain and point out some of the great irregularities and great players in the history of the NBA, click on those videos. So I've got hopefully a little bit for everybody. Anyway, that's too long. I'm over the 10-minute mark, which is I'm deceiving you and being deceptive. So I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. And peace, fellas.